Wallace is here, actually. Wallace, are you ready for your This Week in Pop Country Music or whatever it is?
I'm ready, John.
Okay.
And now, The Real Deal presents
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're going to rock, 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 rock.
This week's Today in Rock History with your host, Wallace Edwards.
Any scholar of rock history will readily attest it's all about the influence. A young Elvis Presley, raised on hillbilly country and Delta blues, became the king by being one of the first white singers to perform R&B flavored rockabilly. When the Beatles recorded their versions of real American soul music, they started the British invasion. And during the hair metal boom of the 70s and 80s, an overwhelming number of heavy metal bands were unanimous in citing their primary influences as the English group Judas Priest, led by the darkly flamboyant Rob Halford, a wildly talented vocalist and with a menacing stage presence and a full 4-octave vocal range. And though members of Halford's group would mention their early musical mentors as such pioneering bands as Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Motorhead, and others, Judas Priest were notable in being the first to concentrate hard rock's primary traits into a single culminated force. Besides developing a thick, massive sound characterized by highly amplified distortion, extended guitar solos, an emphatic and accelerated beat, and overall loudness, the songs of Judas Priest featured lyrics and performance styles absolutely rife with themes of inflated masculinity and male machismo. Their subject matter gravitated toward gang violence, extreme angst, a reckless non-stop party lifestyle, and misogynistic approach to females. And when the openly gay Halford also appropriated elements from the S&M lifestyle in the inclusion of stage wardrobe consisting of black leather, chains, metal studs, skulls, crosses, tattoos, and body piercings, what they found on their hands was an absolute smash. The band has sold more than 40 million albums to date, and their popularity and status as one of the definitive heavy metal bands has earned them the nickname Metal Gods among fans. And despite a wide array of criticism from various circles, ranging from parents and teachers to moral majority leader Jerry Falwell, they were even the subject of the congressional group known as the PMRC in a hearing on the pervasive and influential nature of heavy metal music in general and the impact of Judas Priest specifically on December 13th of 1984. But of the literally tens of millions of white American male teens who grew up on the music of Judas Priest, the overwhelming majority did not grow to become Satanists, street fighters, drug addicts, bikers, or criminals of any kind. And it can't be terribly surprising that among more than 250,000 respondents to a recent VH1 survey who cited Judas Priest as the all-time #1 favorite band of their childhood, more than a full 40% of those little headbangers, despite their outwardly butch appearance, are today, by their own account, card-carrying, practicing, completely and affirmedly gay. A higher ratio than that attested to big fans of Elton John, Queen, Wham, or even the Culture Club. Which only goes to show that Rob Halford and Judas Priest are truly the exception that substantiates the principle. It's all about the influence. And that's this week's Today in Rock History. I'm Wallace Edwards. Now back to the real deal with John Clay Wolfe.